Oh, phew. Yeah, right. Welcome to 2020, where we live and die by the mask. Hi, I'm Mr. Doherty, and somehow, someway, I am your social studies teacher this year. I have no idea how that happened. You have no idea how that happened, but here we are. Yep. I'm in my classroom, I think. Yep. And it's going to be kind of awkward to start off with, so welcome, I guess. Some of you are viewing this online. Some of you are seeing me in person. I recorded this 2 weeks ago. We're just going to roll with it and see what happens. Yay. Okay, so to begin with, if you are seeing this message, then most likely you are in Canvas and you're going through the modules. Good job. You might actually survive this class. So let's begin with the nuts and bolts of this classroom, all right? Nuts and bolts meaning like these are the expectations inside the classroom. We do this every year, whether it be in person or virtual. You know how this works. This way, if I say that I'm saying it to you, there's no excuse on why you're not doing it, okay? So let's begin. First and foremost, a lot of this is for in-person, and then we'll transition over to the digital side, virtual side, whatever you want to call it. First, in person. I cannot express this enough. Mask. You have to have it on. No exceptions. The only time you're allowed to have your mask off inside this building is when you're eating. Okay? The end. Now, you may be wondering, okay, well, hypocrite, why do you have your mask off? We're permitted to have our mask off if we're recording videos in our room with the door shut and nobody being present. All right? Other than that, guess what? As a teacher, this is on all the time. We don't have a say in that either. A lot of the things that are being told to you or being told at you, however you want to translate that, it's for your safety, and it's not from our school, it's from local government, all right? It's about the protection of you and those around you. So first things first, mask. Always have it on unless you're eating. Also, I suggest bring a backup just in case. You never know. Probably have two with you at all times, all right? That's the first thing. Second thing, 6 feet, social distance, you'll come to understand that. In the hallway, you'll see that there are fluorescent note cards stapled in the walls. That's where you will stand in between classes, in between transition periods, so that you are 6 feet apart from the people around you, all right? 6 feet is the magic word. It is the magic distance. If you're more than 6 feet, the likelihood of someone spreading this virus decreases exponentially. Okay, so first, mask. Second, socially distance. You'll note inside the classroom, when you're looking at the desks, they're socially distant also. So there's that. Yeah, I lost all my round tables, in other words. I used to have all round tables in here and a bunch of like cool seating that I stole from a Starbucks. I have desks and chairs. They're in rows and they're all facing the same direction. That's not my call. That's the rule that was handed down to us. So for those of you in person, get comfortable with it. Those in person also will rotate days, meaning this. I will see some of you Monday, Tuesday. I will see some of you Thursday, Friday on an average week. Wednesdays, I will see nobody. Nobody's coming into school except for teachers and custodians to clean the building. Because of that, understand that classes in person are going to be very small. I think my smallest class, I have 4. My biggest class, I might have 11, which compared to last year when I had 36 for 1 hour, I'm okay with that. So just know your classes are pretty small. That does not mean that you will not interact with people who are in your class virtually also. It brings me to my point of groups. Every person in all of my classes have been put into groups. This group that you're a part of, 3 to 5 people max, it is your group for the year. When I say that you're working on something as a group, that's going to be your group. It's your small group. It's your people. It's whatever. Get comfortable with them. And they are a mixture. Some of them are in person. Some of them are online. Welcome to cyberspace. We can communicate effectively with one another. All right. So keep that in mind. Also, in person and virtual. Your iPads, they need to be charged. Make sure they're charged all the time. No exceptions. I've taught long enough to where I know the game about, oh, I forgot my iPad. I accidentally left it here. I accidentally left it at home. Guys, last semester, when everyone's like, oh my gosh, we're all dying from a pandemic, everyone was really lax on grades and understandings and things like that, right? Yeah. No, we're not doing that now. So bring your iPads and make sure they're charged. The end. That's a lot for the nuts and bolts of class. When it comes to actual class itself, like actual coursework, you're going to find the same thing in every module that you work through. You're going to find an introduction. That's going to be me on a video talking to you. Congratulations. You're going to find a research section that's going to have all the information that you need to go and find, read, analyze, annotate, whatever the case may be. It's all going to be there. And then right beneath that in the module, you're going to find where it says task. That's going to be whatever it is I want you to do with that information. All right. A lot of this is going to depend on you being able to do what you can do with technology. Meaning I have complete faith in you. I've seen TikTok. I know it's possible. So you have small groups for some projects. Canvas, the way the modules are set up, is the same thing for every single section of learning. And it will always be like that. I believe in consistency, okay? This course is not easy. I cannot express that to you enough. Every year I've taught, kids come in thinking it's social studies. I'm going to memorize something, put it on a piece of paper, and that's it. First of all, I've never given a test since I've been teaching, ever. So it's not going to happen. Second, I expect you to understand the words coming out of my mouth, the words that are typed, the words that are spilled out for you. Like, if you have questions about what a specific word means, get cozy with your dictionary and your thesaurus, because I'm not going to slow down to try to figure that out. All right. I'm putting a lot of that on you. That's the expectation. This class is identified as an American history class. I disagree. I think it is a political science class, and we'll go into that later when you're exploring the poli-sci module. So just understand that I'm not going to be referring to this as American history. If we teach history by itself, no one actually learns anything about it, and why should you actually care? No, it's fair. Like, seriously, that I go over this with my wife all the time. So just know, I don't see this as just a American history class where you sit down and take notes, fill out a worksheet. I've also never given worksheets, so good luck. Let's see. So that's the nuts and bolts. Go through this module and take a look at all the different information that's in here, because there are protocols for when you enter the classroom, protocols for when you leave the classroom, protocols for passes, protocols for the nurse. There is a lot of information. And I mean like a lot. Like, I would get lost pretty quickly. Take your time to go through this module, read the information. Some of this is just for my class. A lot of this is for your team 8B as a whole. So expectations for things like being in the hallway, passing period, passes, entering and exiting the classroom, late work policy, because let's face it, somebody's going to do it. All those different things, those are all consistent and the same for every teacher on 8B. For myself, for Mr. Prignitz, for Mrs. Geyer, and for Mrs. Oldham. All right, we're all the same on that one. We do it for you because we care. All right. I think that's it. That's the only details. This video is longer than I really like it to be anyways. You can expect a video with all course pieces because I've got a lot to say. Not really, but there's a video because I want us to make videos. All right. So welcome aboard. Welcome to class. This is going to be fun. I'm excited. We're in a moment of crisis and kind of chaos inside the United States at the moment. This is like the most comfortable I've been in a while. Like, I kind of like when it's chaotic and crazy. So, I kind of feel bad for you guys, but I'm going to have a lot of fun this year. And you guys are going to be awesome guinea pigs, and you're going to try all sorts of weird things because I like to rewrite all the rules when I want to. All right. So welcome aboard. Go down to your next module. and start checking things out. There's a lot to learn. All right. See you guys later.